What's going on, everyone? Been a hot minute since we've had Italy, a high-level Italy on the channel. So let's get into it. We've got man like Aliug playing. Now, I've watched Aliug a couple of times, and I've wanted to really get a game from him recently, and I hope he does the same build order. I've seen him play. He basically plays Italy with Basilica units only. So you'd be surprised by how kind of crazy that is. It sounds like you wouldn't have enough units, but this guy, somehow he pulls it off. So we'll see if he's going to decide to do that this game. I really hope he does. I've been wanting to get a YouTube video of it for some time, so I'm hoping he gets into it. Right. Nice base building already. Look at this. The market, the house, and the Lombard. You know, it's like second nature to these top-level players, how they base build from the very get-go. Guys, if you want to be a good player, you've got to know how to base build, and it's got to be something that's in your psyche. Even at the very start of the game, you've got to be thinking, right, look at my layout, look at my mines, look at the tree lines. How can I make it difficult for my opponent to rush me? If you're going to be rushing, it doesn't make that much difference. You still always want, though, you guys, you always want houses, particularly behind your TC, unless you're using a house to form a kind of wall. So that's the exception. Houses are really important, obviously, because you need population. And if your opponent can take down your houses, it means you can't send units, ship units, or make units. So that's really important why you build your houses behind your TC to make it as difficult as possible for your opponent to siege down your houses. However, there are exceptions, and times like them are now where you want to kind of build a wall to protect your town center. So same with Dutch, you know, using their banks. You know, you want to keep your banks safe, but generally you use banks as a wall to kind of protect your town center. Again, there are exceptions against maybe like Spain, for example, where you just know they're going to get sieged down, so you want to build them behind your TC. So there are always exceptions to the rules, guy. There are always exceptions to the rule. But yeah, so little hint for you guys out there that are a little bit lower elos. So capitalism coming in. We've got steel traps already. That's age 1 steel traps. You don't always see that until the age up starts happening. But Aliug may be going for a very, very greedy age 1 here. And look at that, only 3 shipments in age 2. He is going all out aggro here. Does have one of my favorite cards in the game, Papal Company. It gives you 18 Papal Guards and 3 Papal Bombards. One of my favorite cards. Doesn't have Black Company, but does have Albanian Company. Fine. I do like Black Company, though, as well. Yeah, other than that, pretty stacked out. Does have Papal Arsenal, which is a card he likes to use when you go Basilica units only. That gives all of your Basilica units a charged ability, and it makes them research. Basically, it builds them 33% quicker as well. Now, like I said a while ago, we are in we're in an outlaw meta, but we're also, because a lot of outlaws these days have charged abilities. I said we're in a meta where, honestly, I can't think of one unit in the game that has a charged ability and is bad. Like, any unit that has a charged ability is good. Like, someone try and name me a charged ability that is bad. I can't think of one. 3-minute 30 age up. Quite the slow age up. But it's not too bad. It's not too bad. And probably doesn't have 700 coins, so it's going to be interesting to see what he's going to do. Just building more Lombards at the moment. Everyone on food, and you can see there, look at that. This is clever. So everyone is on food. It's the fastest gathering resource. Okay, now he's transitioning a few over to coin. But what he did there was he got 250 coin, and he put them already in his Lombard. He's only got 1 Lombard at the moment. He's not getting XP from this because he hasn't sent a Fuzi yet. But he is going to get 1 coin and 1 wood per second. So what that does is essentially converts 250 wood into, 250 food into 125 wood and 125 coin. So very cool. Already, look, though, Aztec Enjoyer, that a.k.a. Revnak, he has sent in the big button Jaguar Proud Knight. It is the meta with this civilization. Absolutely insane. Look how close that... Oh my god, look how close that Warheart is coming. We've got a big rush coming in. He's got 1v1 Baja, but this is no Baja, but it is definitely a rush build here. And look at this. The Aztec Proud Knights already applying pressure to the town center, to the villagers, to the economy. of Aliuk here, which is, you know, frustrating for him because he wants to fast fortress here and he can't do it with 700 coin. So he's going to need everyone on resources. He finally ages up at 5 minutes. And look at this. This is the base building I was talking about earlier. Look at that outpost slotting right under the Lombard and the house and the kind of the market wall that he formed in Age 1. That's why he did what he did. Because look how tough it's going to be to get to that outpost right now. Okay, more Aztecs coming in. Villagers going over to try and punch down the Aztec Crown Knight. Every little counts right now. He wants to build that Lombard, but he's struggling right now. Oh, going to lose a villager there. And did you see that villager? He got 20 XP thanks to the XP bonus from the Aztec hero. So full-on rush coming in here from Revnak. He's got 1 warrior priest that's doing their dance. He's got 10 villagers on wood now for some reason. Normally, you just kind of put them on. You send 700 wood early. So we did age up fast as well. There's the Basilica from the Ufuzi card going down. That's going to give him 1 XP per second now, which is nice. Okay, let's have a look at Aliuk. And you can see here, he's absolutely nowhere near aging up right now. So he's in a spot of bother here. And I think this is why you need 700 coin in your deck. Like, just in case you get really hard rushed. But, you know, fine. If he can pull this off, then that's absolutely fine. You got Taunton Slingers here. They are villager killing machines. They've got that 1.5 fire rate. Oh, that's a dead Bill. That's a dead villager! No, it's not. She teleports just in time into the town center. But a lot of his villagers are getting less than half HP, which is, you know, it's okay now, but it's when you start bringing your villagers back out again, it's going to be rough. Almost loses another. And look, here you go. This is what I'm talking about. Look at these Puma Spearmen. They're going to have to bump in each other, bump around the Lombard to get to this outpost. The outpost could have been a little bit more like... If the outpost was where the house is, that would have been unbelievable. But I think he put down the house before. I'm not sure, yeah. So the outpost could have been a little bit better. But again, you know, it was still tough, but it just wasn't... It was just in range of the siege, because you see here, they got 6 siege. So if it was where the house is, these Puma Spearmen would not have been able to get to it. However, the next Lombard, the 3rd Lombard is down. And he's, again, forming a really nice tight base here. The herd's going to start wandering, though. It could be a problem. 8 Viziers coming in. Again, still not aging up, and it's at that 8-minute mark now. This is the downside to going super greedy with the Italian fast fortress. If you do it without the 700 coin, yes, it's very rewarding, but it's also a high risk, and this is the risk. You get rushed by the best civ in the game. An outpost going up, okay, interesting. There's villagers up here. This is risky stuff, risky business, but they're in the town center with max damage dealing here. He's got an outpost as well. The Explorer goes down. That's a nice 100 XP. These Viziers are tough for a crossbow. They're doing their best. Okay, nice. The Adventurer's coming in. Wait, how did he age up? Oh, he went for marriage politics. Very clever. Very, very clever. Honestly, though, if he didn't go for marriage politics, he could have used that food to age up anyway. But if he goes to age 4, then it will still be cheaper. So nice play there. Very cheeky play with the marriage politics. I didn't even notice that he went for the House of Wet in there. But again, very, very sneaky. Very, very nice. The Basilica is on fire. Someone call the Pope. Where's that beautiful cross gone? It's in flames! Satan! Someone call St. Michael right now! No, that's the house of God! But it's okay, because he ages up. Heathens! For taking down the house of God. The heathens are hot on his tail still, though. Human Spearman coming in. He ages up with the Basilica. So greedy. So greedy. And you are not getting away with that. Revnak saying you are not getting away with aging up with the Bishop. He says, I've already taken down the House of God. I'll take down your town center, the Bishop as well. No Bishop age up here today. Could have been Musketeers. Could have been more Pavisiers. Which, if you're getting rushed, honestly, surely has to be the option. But Aliug trying his luck. And look at this. The 4 outpost card coming in. And he's got 4 more outposts going up. He obviously built one earlier, so he's going to have 5 outposts. You do not see this card every day. This is interesting because usually most civs have 3 outposts, but it also upgrades the outposts. Whilst Italy, they get 4 outposts instead of 3 with it being upgraded. And the idea behind that is that you get something extra, but Italy's bonus is that they get a free villager with each tech. So I guess maybe they think, oh, we want that as a tech to, I don't know. But I wonder, what do you guys think is better? 3 upgraded outposts or 4 outposts? Let me know what you guys think. I'm guessing 4 outposts is probably better. If you're simply using it to defend yourself. But 3 upgraded towers is better if you continue to make towers. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm a scumbag that likes using this lame card, heavy fortification. So for me personally, I prefer 4 outposts and just get into age 4 and then ship that because that gives you all of the upgrades. So that would make more sense, obviously. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. 4 outposts or 3 outposts? What do you think is better? Okay, so Italy are now in age 3. He's making more eco, more architects are on the way. He does have max Lombards, and look at this. They are pumping stuff. Wait, has he why is he getting XP? Okay, yeah, he is getting XP. So you can see that he's just pumping in resources into the Lombard. He's just sent in finances as well. So that's going to be lots of resources. And it looks like he's just going to try and go for age 4. Makes sense if you've gone for the 4 outpost card as well. But he's running out of herds. That could be a problem. He is running out of herds. All right, Aztec, enjoy it. Age 3 is on the way. I think that was the Community Plaza big button there. So we're going to see triple XP now. Bonus for the Explorer. Explorer's bonus. So hasn't sent 5 villagers yet. Wow. He has gone for 3 warrior priests. He sent pretty much all of his military shipments apart from 5 coyotes. So yeah, did have to go for Kalmakuk there as well. And what did he age up with? Okay, the noble huts. Ages up with the noble huts. Makes sense. Age up the noble huts right to the forward base. Maybe start getting the arrow knights. Start sieging stuff down. Seems like that would make the most amount of sense to me. 1k wood on the way. Interesting, he's going for eco here. Okay, he doesn't have any arrow knight. He only has the upgraded versions. Okay, so you know that's okay. I mean, personally, I'd go straight for that card right there. I'd go straight for Temple of Kotakil support. Sell all your gold or sell all your food just to be able to afford that, and then start sieging stuff down, start applying early pressure. But hey, what do I know? I am no Aztec maid. 3 town centers as well. So the bishop age up meant nothing because he just got a load of architects to make these town centers anyway. A mill going down at 14 minutes as well. He's rebuilding the basilica, the house of God, the house of worship. Jesus. We'll have somewhere to pray tonight. Definitely got to get that basilica back up. It's how you get your basilica units. It can receive shipments. It's such a big building as well, so it has a lot of HP, so it's really good at tanking. It's really good at distracting your opponent, you know, buying yourself lots of time, and see how quickly that got built. He obviously bought it. It does give 1 XP per second as well, so very, very good in that respect. And yeah, and you can get lots of cool text from it. So yeah, it's just definitely a worthwhile building, always having for Italy. Big eco coming in. That's what the 1k wood is for. You can see here he's going for double trade post stagecoach. Probably going to see another... yeah, we are already. We're going to see another town center. Next shipment is going to be 8 villagers. So really going all out Kinesi here. Starting to make some Arrow Knights. Probably might actually go for Aztec mining here. I don't think he would have consumed that much coin here. Yeah, look, he's barely touched his coin. Okay, I think he's gobbled up one mine, I guess. He doesn't have a starting mine, so he must have used up one starting mine already. But look, he's got one here. He's got one here. He's got two. If he can keep hold of the map control, he's got two over here. So yes, it might be worth him going for Aztec mining here, because Aztec mining, if you have lots of villagers on coin, that's really smart play, actually. Bring in the 8 villagers to the noble hut, because what that does is, rather than put it down here, put it on this mine, that mine will get eaten up a lot quicker. Then his villagers will have to move somewhere else, whilst he might not have map control forever. So by distributing his villagers equally out onto the map, things are being consumed at an even rate, rather than one part of the map, the safe part of the map, which is down here, being gobbled up, consumed really, really quickly. So by doing that, by bringing your 8 villagers to the noble hut, for starters, you pop it right on top of a silver mine, so there's no walking for the villagers. But it means that other resources that are safe in your base aren't going to get consumed quite as quickly. So yeah, you're gonna that's just a nice little kind of play there. Okay, so he's got his his warrior priest on experience. He's getting 4.15 experience points per second. Pretty nice. He's going for the support card for his Tontins. That is a must-have shipment. Houses going down. Some villagers going on to food here. Really securing map control. And in come the first of the Basilica units. And look, like I said, Papal Arsenal on the way. He's in age 4, baby. He made it up to age 4. Papal Arsenal is here. And now he's making Papal Zouaves. This is what I saw him do before. He just makes Papal units from here. And everyone is on wood. But that's okay, because you can just slam the wood into the Lombards. And that's going to give you food and coin. And it's going to evenly distribute your resources. And you can just keep on pumping Basilica units out, baby. Let's go. Yeah. Ages up with the Papal Guard. Commander. And now you can see these units with the lance charged ability now that Papal Arsenal has come in. The Papal Zouaves as well. Such an underrated unit. Look at that charged ability. 96 damage for a charged ability. Giggity damn. Giggity giggity goo. That is some damn. And look, he's just massive Papal Zouaves. You love to see it. Okay, Papal Lance is also an insane unit. And honestly, I have to talk about this unit. It's such an underrated unit. And I was saying from the start of Italy, right? You have to make at least one batch of Papal Zouaves if you make Basileaires. Because you want Papal Zouaves in the mix of your Basileaires, because they have the same speed, but these Papal Zouaves, they have the deflect ability. And people seem to forget that. They have the deflect ability, which means they tank or deflect some of the damage from your other skirmisher units. So they're very, very effective. However, he's not making any Basileaires here. He's just going full Papal Zouaves. He's got 8 of them. He's about to have 12 of them. My God, this unit. And look at this. When you get the Papal Arsenal shipment, like their charged ability basically just gives them double attack at 25 range. They get a 25 range charged ability. These guys have 40% range resist. They have 450 HP. They have 30 hand attack. They have no negative multipliers versus cavalry. What counters this unit? There is nothing that counters this unit hard, other than artillery, I guess. These units do not have a counter. They are an all-round skirmisher unit that do well versus infantry in melee at range. They do well versus cavalry in melee. Like, they do a straight 30 damage at 1.5 fire rate to cavalry in melee. You know, don't forget, cavalry have range resist. Heavy cav have range resist. They don't have melee resist. So they're eating that straight 30 damage. So yeah, Papal Zouaves can even go into melee attack and still do well. Like, that's incredible. That is incredible. And he is just massing Zouaves. This is hilarious. Big massive here of Arrow Knights. 63 villagers, about to be 66. From Ali, okay. He's just pumping away at these Papal Suaves. This is too good. Okay, Warrior Priest Boom coming in. He's up to 8, 2 more. And we'll have, that's obviously really important for the fire pit dancing when you put them on attack. Basilica's getting repaired. Nice. He needs the Basilica for these Papal Suave units. And so it's important he keeps that alive. Could probably rebuild it, though. Could definitely... Once you send a Fuzi, you can get 2 Basilicas. So it would be worth getting a second Basilica. I mean, Papal Suaves, they even have 25 siege. That's the same as a Papal Guard. Like, that's... This unit is honestly insane. I know I've banned that word around a lot, but this unit has no counter. It has no counter. And when it has Papal Arsenal shipment and it gives him that charged ability, it's so insane. 25 range at 96 damage for a charged ability. It's incredible. There's very few skirmishers that have that range. Arrow Knights are one of them. They have like 30 range, don't they? Yeah, 30 range. 74 villagers here for Aztec. He's going up with marriage politics. Did siege down this native trade post. So now it's his turn to go for marriage politics. And probably he's going to wait to get that in before he ages up to age 4. He's only 3k scored down, so this is anybody's game. There's the second Basilica. Pavlivs? What was this like? Pavlivs v. Bevergises? Romanovs? In honorum, principle? I don't know. I can't read that. You Italians, the Italians in chat, you're holier than I. You're closer to the god than I am. You let me know what that says. That Roman gibberish. Nice little cheeky raid going on here with some Papal Lancers. New Year Festival coming in. Okay, lots of anti-cav in here from the Eagle Runners. Is that Aztec mining? No, okay, agrarian ways. Oh, I think he has sent Aztec mining in, though. Yeah, 0.9. I'm pretty sure he sent that in. Nice raid it. And whilst that little distraction's going on, wow, look at all of these units. Oh my god, 34 Arrow Knights. Holy cow. And people seem to forget the thing with Arrow Knights. The thing with Arrow Knights is they're a siege unit, but they have a 1.5 fire rate. So although they only have 13 damage, at a 1.5 fire rate, you're basically doubling it compared to a normal skirmisher. So these things are basically doing 26 range damage, right? With 30 range. Oh, the farm boy though. See you later. That was a huge mistake. Okay, he does have basically upgrade cards incoming now. The agrarian, the age up with the farm is not a complete waste because you still get the extra, like, it's like 20% extra farming. But you do lose the farm travois, which is a shame. So it's not the end of the world for losing them. Oh my god. Aztec Enjoyer, he's on 79 villagers now. Compared to 86 from Italy. And look at the amount of wood this guy is floating. But he is... He's basically max population with Papal Suaves. These things are 2 pop each. And, like, you can't get a scarier mass than that. He's basically max pop with, like, the most junked up, juiced up unit you can make. And that is basically any Papal unit. Any Basilica unit. Oh, we can age up to age 4, of course. I think it's like 3,500 Yeah, 3,400 food and 3,400 coin, and that's all thanks to the upgrade he got from the native post earlier, the marriage politics. So that's saving 1,200 resources into age 5. Are we going to see age 5 here? We are! We're going to see age 5. He's going in with the royalist. I'm not going to lie, I hate it. I hate it with a passion when Italy players don't go up with Leonardo. They don't age up with a tank. It's such a waste. We're not going to get to see the tank here, but we may see age 5 Papal Zouaves as if these things weren't scary enough. He's now going up with Milanese Arsenal as well, which is fantastic because that's going to buff these Zouaves even more. What does Aztec enjoy make? He's down 12, 13k score. What does he make here? But it is not over just yet, because if there's one thing Aztec have, it is the most insane army ever, because everything here is one pop, apart from the Aranites. But Papal Zouaves is holding their own here. They are holding their own. It's not even making a dent. They are not even making a dent in these Papal Zouaves. Oh my god. These things are so insane. A 48 base rate fire damage. Oh my god. Yeah, I think he needs Coyote runners, but these things still do relatively well versus Coyotes. And he's just queuing up Papal Zouaves. In comes the Imperial, and because they're Basilica units, they will shadow tech. There's the Royalist tech. You get Royal Guard Dragoons. Do not see that ever. I don't know. I don't even think you can remake those. So that, I mean, come on. You'd rather have Leonardo's tank than that, wouldn't you? Papal Zouaves now have 40 melee, 43 melee attack, 68 ranged attack, and 600 HP with 5.5 speed. This may be one of the most busted units in the game. They're only 2 pop. They're only 2 pop for this stats, for those stats. Someone pinch me. I must be dreaming. I don't even want to know. Oh my god. The Papal Lancers have 1,400 HP, 120 lance attack at 2 area of effect, 4 range. The Papal Zouaves are only 0.5 speed off the Papal Lance. That is incredible. And look at this. He can just have everyone on wood and just pump the wood into his Lombards to transform it into food and coin. Going for cav combat here as well. Cavalry crash, so Papal Lance is going to get even more of a buff here. His carbine, their charged ability does 137 attack. They now have 630 HP. This unit is beyond busted. I'm sorry, I've called it. This unit is just too good. This unit is insane. Absolutely insane. Yeah, this unit is incredible. He's making Aztec look like his bitch. Now, that is hard to do. Even though he's an age up, that's still hard to do, to make Aztec look shit. And he's doing it right now. This is incredible stuff. 87 villagers. Lombard eco here as well. Aztec Enjoyer, 99 villagers. Don't forget Aztec Mining as well. He has got marriage politics as well. So, you know, his economy is really, really good here. They have 36 siege now as well, so they will happily siege stuff down. Look, you can't compete against this unit. You can't compete against this unit. It's too broken. Oh my god. You can see their charged ability. They go down on one knee. It's quite a bad fire animation, but for 25 range and double attack, you know, you're not complaining, are you? And it's nice to see not a single wall has been made this game. I can't get over these stats, man. I cannot get over these stats. They have no negative multipliers versus anything. Yes, they don't have any positive multipliers, but when you've got a base rate damage of 68, who cares? And 43 hand attack. Like, they kill Cav. They kind of beat cavalry. Like, that's insane. That is insane. Yes, if you had like a load of curs, then don't get me wrong, they'd gobble these up. But don't forget, 5.5 speed, they can run away from a cav snare really well. So they can kite really, really well versus cavalry. This unit is so good, man. This unit is too good. What am I seeing right now? Imperial Papal Zouaves up. Papal Zouave only. This is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Capital going down now. And he's going to start getting capital upgrades. He still doesn't have anyone on coin. He doesn't need anyone on coin. He needs them on wood, and he just pumps that wood and food into the Lombards. And look, he's getting 2 coin per second times 5. So he's getting 10 coin per second from his Lombards. Incredible. Incredible. Champion of Tontin's just getting made to look foolish right now. And Revnak just does not have an answer here. 20k score deficit. He needs to get to Imperial. I think he's trying to get to Imperial. He does have good at eco. He does have really good eco. But look at this. And why is he not making coyotes? I don't know why he's not making coyotes. He needs to make coyotes. He doesn't have the coyote upgrade card, the coyote support. But even if he massed a shitload of coyotes, like, these things are going to destroy them. 43 hand attack? Like, bruh, it's not even close. Nice remass, but all he can do is just continually send 20 Tontins and try and chase these guys down. 18 range compared to 20. These guys can kite. They have more speed as well. They have a whole extra 1 speed more. 10% more range. Like, this is just ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. Like, imagine making Aztec look bad. Like, who would have thought? With just monocomping Papal Zouaves. Oh, this unit is broken. We need to get more Italian players on the ladder. Finally, okay, age 5, don't forget, you know, he saved 1,200 resources, so 3,400 food and coin for him as well to get to age 5. He still has the native post as well, so could start making natives now. But, I mean, Ali really is the only one in a position where he can just start massing native. Nice, he is on the increased production dance, and look how quickly these units are getting made, but that does eat your resources quicker. But he needs to do something here. He needs to hold on till he can get to age 5. Can age 5 make a difference here? He's almost down half score. That is incredible. But he is still trying. Papal Zouaves are so much HP. They've got like 5 times the HP of an Atontin. Maybe 4 times. Like, quadruple the damage. 2 more range. They're way better than 2 like, so these things are 2 pop, right? Aztec champion Tontins are 1 pop. So double that to make them 2 pop. They're still nowhere near a Papal Zouave. Papal Zouaves are obviously a lot more expensive, but like, it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. He's aging up with the Chief. His Explorer is going to be absolutely insane. Look at this, 3,375 HP. Is that going to be able to tank enough to make a difference in this fight? We'll have to wait and see. He's had to flee his economy on food elsewhere onto the map. It's going to slow him down, slow his production rate down. I don't know. This is looking so over right now. He is basically 50% of the score. And Ali, he's on 12,000 food. Oh my goodness me. Now massing a load of natives. Like, not a single wall has been made here. And fair play. Fortified outpost. He's gone for the fortification car. Can go for Bourbon allies here. That doesn't take up population. So definitely would be worth sending that shipment just for an extra bit of military. It's basically a really nice overpop as well. His Aztec Explorer just got popped hard. This is incredible. This is actually an incredible build order. I'm so glad I caught a game of just pure papal units. And he's literally, he's not even making like papal lancers, which are considered the best papal unit. He's literally just making papal zouaves. We might need to change our opinion on what the best papal unit is right now, because this is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. Don't forget, guys, these have deflect ability. So they look, it reads there. They have high hit points that absorb some of the damage inflicted to nearby allied range infantry. Performs well against all units, countered by artillery. So artillery is literally the only thing that counters these units. Like, they're only countered by artillery. Unless you've got 50 heavy cav, artillery is the only thing that's going to beat them. And that's it. And when you've got so many of them, it's so difficult to get enough skirms to contest against them, because you just can't. It's almost at 100k score. He's on 30,000. Oh, this is too funny, man. Okay, he's bringing in Imperial. When was the last time you guys saw Imperial Trabant? These things have got nearly 400 HP, 46 hand attack. They're kind of like Halpiers, but they get a charged ability with a pistol attack. Kind of neat. A load of cav in here as well. Native cavalry. He's got Imperial Shock Riders. Again, when do you ever see Imperial Shock Riders? Imperial Lipka Tartars. Not even that impressive, to be honest with you, but it's all about the Papal Zouaves. These things are just here for extra kind of siege and damage and meat shielding. It's kind of incredible how well Aztec is surviving here. Just goes to show how good the Civ is. He does now have age 5 Tontin, so he has legendary Tontin slingers. And now these things are starting to look a lot scarier, but still, they're not as scary as these Imperial Papal Zouaves. I do not see a comeback here. He can just infinitely produce units right now. He's literally down 50% score right now. He is literally down 50% score. Wow. He didn't even have homesteading yet because he hasn't had any villagers on coin. But he might actually be running out of wood. Yeah, he's actually running out of wood. So he's probably starting to put villagers on coin now. And there you go. There comes the trade monopoly. He said, I've had enough now. I've had enough. You ain't getting a comeback on me. Because you can't leave Imperial Aztec. You cannot leave Imperial Aztec to make a comeback. Because they can. You know, he could run around with coyotes and survive with Imperial Tontins, and maybe there's just comeback potential. So yeah, you cannot leave Imperial Aztec to potentially make a comeback here. Like I said, they are one of the best civs. I think they're the best civ in the game. Early game, late game, they're just insane. They are so insane. So he's saying, I've had enough of that. I'm sending in the trade monopoly just to apply even more pressure. And again, he can just keep on spamming the trade monopoly until it eventually works. But look at this. Imperial Shock Riders. Look at the stats on those bad boys. I wanted to see a gold one. Look at that. 750 HP for a gold Shock Rider. Imperial Saxon Curs with the 999. That's what we need, baby. That is what we need. Yep, he is on the increased damage war dance. That's what kind of makes Aztec so broken. And finally, we get the GG. What a fantastic game. Basilica units only. Basically, Imperial Zouaves only. What a fantastic game. And Revnak tried. He tried with the rush, and it was looking like that was the right call. But Aliuk defended really, really well. And oh my god. The difference here, 88 Zouaves to 445 Atontins, and the Zouaves were just not dying. That is insane. That is insane. Oh my goodness me. Wow, guys. Well, we found a new broken unit. Papal Arsenal card. That is the thumbnail here. I have to say, incredible. There isn't anything that counters that unit other than artillery, and it would have to be heavy artillery as well because they still have an insane amount of HP, guys. Wow, let me know what you guys think about that unit. I am pretty impressed, I have to say. Hope you guys enjoyed that one, and I'll catch you in the next game as always. Peace.